We don't welcome you to the 5 Links Business Overview. And my name is Frank Kimbrough, and I'm a double platinum senior vice president with 5 Links, as well as advisory council member and $1 Million earner as well. And what I want to share with you here today is some powerful information in a short period of time. See, I've been with 5 Links right now a little over 6 years, and prior to 5 Links, I had no experience in direct sales or network marketing or multi-level marketing. So what I'm going to share with you here is what I've done before 5 Links. See, I owned a real estate company, mortgage company, title company, investment company, and I also was a general contractor in the city of Chicago. Did quite well in that industry before the industry actually took a turn. So back in 2007, I was introduced to 5 Links by my best friend, double platinum senior vice president, Marshall Forson. Now, it took a year before I really got in front of the information, only because I was busy trying to save an industry that was falling. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, once I saw the opportunity, when he got me out to an international training event, and when I got there, I was able to see everyday people just like me and you, except these individuals was making more money in a month than most people make in a year. So once I saw the people that was involved, when I saw doctors and lawyers and senators and ball players and people of all walks of life, bus drivers, these people that are now able to position themselves where they can make more money in a month than most people make in a year, immediately 3 days from that convention, I signed up. And 132 days later, I was promoted to a position called Senior Vice President. So I'm here to share my story and to share this information, not to impress any viewers out there, but absolutely to impress upon you just how powerful 5 Links is. So let's really get right involved with the information. So what is 5 Links? First of all, I want you to understand what 5 Links is built on. And it's built on 5 key principles, and that is vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. So, founded in 2001, which means that we're rock solid people, which you don't have to worry about our credibility, because our credibility is impeccable. The 3 co-founders, with their 60 years of experience, over the 9 straight years, they have been featured in Inc. 500 and Inc. 5000. But not only that, they also have been featured in top 100 companies there in Rochester, New York. And when we talk about the direct sale industry, they've been featured in one of the top 100 direct sale companies in the whole entire world. We've been featured in Your Business at Home magazine, Success from Home magazine. So when you talk about documentation, I tell people documentation be conversation. So here's the thing. You don't have to worry about whether or not 5 Links is solid. You can go Google right now to your phone and just see how solid 5 Links is. But here's the thing I want you to understand where we're located at. Located in Rochester, New York, where we have our 50,000 square foot world headquarters. But more than anything that I've said thus far, the most important thing you have to understand is that 5 Links believe in putting their representatives first. So how does that work for you? See, 5 Links understand in order for 5 Links to be a billion-dollar company, which we're right now well approaching $200 million in annual sale, they have to produce many, many more multi-million-dollar earners, which means that works well with me, but it also works well for you because you could be one of those million-dollar earners as well. So let's just talk about why people get involved with this awesome company, 5 Links. First of all, whether it's freedom or to be your own boss or to become debt-free, and I tell people there's nothing greater than to be able to celebrate zero. Just being debt-free, or children's college fund, or charity, or just to make more money, okay, additional income, just to fill in that gap. But my #1 reason why I got involved, people, was freedom. See, I just wanted the ability to be able to do what I wanted to do, with whom I wanted to be able to do it with, and to be able to share and help other people to become independently free as well. So why 5 Links? Why the direct sale industry? Why? Simple. It's because we compared direct sale industry to all the other leading industries out there. So when you look at the NFL, $9 billion industry, and the movie industry, $10 billion industry, and you look at the music industry, $16 billion industry. So if you total all of those $30+ billion combined in all 3 industries, the NFL, the movie, and the music industry, hey, look at the direct sale industry. We're talking $167 billion industry. See, when I saw these numbers, I had to ask not why 5 Links. The real question is, why not 5 Links? Why not the direct sale industry? So when you look at how companies really make their money, okay, let's look at how Fortune 500 companies make their money. What do? There's a CEO at the top, right? And then there's usually a president or a vice president or upper level management or lower level management or white collar or blue collar workers. When you look at how companies are built, how do they really build their income? How do people like Bill Gates and how do people like Warren Buffett, how do these individuals that own these Fortune 500 companies make their money? Real simple. See, they leverage the employees' time in order to maximize their income. But see, in the direct sale industry, it'll allow you, once you get involved, where you can leverage your time so you can maximize your income. Now, why 5 Links is so unique is because 5 Links has positioned itself in front of many opportunity and many wealth trends. So when you look at some of the wealth trends that are actually taking place right now, and you look at some of the ones that we missed. So let's go back about 30 or 40 years, if you may, okay? Let's look at the PC industry. And everybody remember when IBM computers was so big and bulky and actually that was the technology of its time. But what happened? IBM invested into hardware. And then what did Bill Gates do? He came along with this concept called what? Software, where Microsoft today dominates the whole industry when we talk about computers. And then we had the what? Deregulation of long distance. And that's when my Bells owned everything. In fact, back then they said that AT&T was equivalent to the 8th wealthiest country in the world. So what did the federal government do? They deregulated them. And when this deregulation took place, it just opened up opportunity. You had companies like Sprint getting involved, which stand for Southern Pacific Railroad International, right? It's Quest and Excel. And all the people that actually participate during that area, there was millions and billions of dollars that was produced as a result. Now, moving forward, we also saw in the mid-1980s, we saw the cell phone. And everybody remember the phone that's on the screen. It was a brick phone, right? And during that particular time, bills was sky high. But then what happened? It went from analog to what? Digital. And then the trend just kept going on. You had an introduction to the WWW, the World Wide Web. You had VoIP, which Inc. 500 said was one of the #1 industry from 2010, moving towards 2019. You had video apps. And we saw these trends, people, just constantly, gradually start to migrate. But here's the thing. Was you able to participate in it? Maybe you was. I wasn't. But however, you are able to participate in one of the 4 leading trends that is taking place in our era. And those 4 trends are energy, mobile marketing, healthcare, and wellness. So let me tell you how 5 Links works. 5 Links have positioned themselves, and once you become a representative, you'll be able to position yourself where you can get paid on essential products and services, whether it's energy, mobile marketing, healthcare, or wellness. How does it work? Let's just say products for your homes, for example. So 5 Links have first of all positioned itself in a leading energy arena where $500 billion in annual revenue is actually being produced on a yearly basis. Now, what does that mean? Sis, when you think about your household, what is the next biggest bill in your household? It's probably either your gas or your lights, or perhaps combined being both. Why not position yourself where you can either save money on those bills or either make money on those bills or do both, all right? So we have additional products as well. We have home security system. We have home phones. We have internet. Okay, we have satellite television. We have ID guard. And then let's talk about products for your business as well. So when we look at products for your business, and I tell people all the time, one of the biggest trends that is happening all throughout the United States of America, even in fact in the world, because we even have this product in Canada as well, is text alert. So what is text alert? See, most businesses, they market to what? Email. But what we found out is that 95% of most people, when they receive an email, they don't open it. However, 95% of an individual, when they receive a text, it is read and it's opened within 5 minutes. So understand, this is a $48 billion industry just in the U.S. market. So let's talk about additional products that businesses use as well. Businesses use what? Gas and electricity. They also use what? Satellite television. They also use what? Credit cards. So we have a payment solution as well. We have business security and mobile marketing as well. Let's talk about products for your wellness. So the first one I want to mention is Enhanced MD. So when we look at Enhanced MD, there are 44 million uninsured Americans. So what does this product actually do? What this service, should I say, what this service actually do is it gives you the ability where you could talk to a nurse 24 hours a day. And you also are able to speak to a doctor for additional $5, and that doctor have an ability over the phone to write you a prescription where you can actually go to Walmart, where you can get additional discount with our discount card, and you'll be able to save yourself money as well. Well, so that's time and money being saved. Now, we have additional products and services. We have a coffee product, we have Boost, Edge, Lean, and we also have a High-Five Challenge. So let me go and break down those additional products individually. So first of all, let's talk about our coffees, which is called Montevita. And one of the lovely things I love about our coffee, because I'm a coffee drinker. See, on an average, about a year ago, before they actually launched this product, which, by the way, the launch was so phenomenal. And I can tell you just from my own personal experience, being a person that spent $200 a month on coffee, I have been able to replace it with this premium coffee. But the most wonderful thing about replacing the coffee is the fact that what it can do for me. See, it has what is called MCT oils, which assist in weight loss and appetite suppressant. And it also contains what is called Ramon seeds, okay, which contain powerful fibers and minerals and powerful antioxidant. And it also has vitamin A, B, C, and E. So this is a nutritional cup of coffee, and I love it. It's delicious, and in fact, it's even more healthy for me. My whole family love it. Even my mom, she asks me all the time, when are you bringing me over a batch of that lovely coffee? But the one product I'm really excited about is that when we launched our High Five Challenge, and this one is really, for me, is dear to heart. See, because, and I'm going to explain to you later on in the presentation, but one thing you must realize is that anytime that you can have a health product that simply makes sense, that's probably the most powerful thing about it. So let me go over each one of them individually. So first of all, you have the High Five Boost, which help control hunger, and it also give you an energy boost. And then you have the High Five Edge, would improve endurances and healthy aging. And then there's the Lean. So the Lean is a delicious nutritional filled shake, all right, and it contains 25 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. So what makes us so unique than any other wellness companies out there? Real simple. This is a product called Niagen. And see, our merge with Kimbrough, which was a $62 million agreement, it positioned us now to have a unique product that nobody else can actually get unless they come through 5 Links. So what is Niagen? Why is that so unique? First of all, it helps with anti-aging, weight management, endurance, and cognitive functions, energy level, performance, protection against neurological diseases. Once I started the High Five Challenge, I was able to lose 20 pounds within 5 weeks. And not only that, my A1C went from 7.5 down to 6.3. Now, since the challenge and since the date that the product actually launched, within 90 days, I've lost over 35 pounds. So I tell people that this product alone is just unbelievable. So understand what we do here, people. Okay, real simple. We just do 2 things. We show people how to make money or save money off a product or services that people pay every 30 days. Whether it's products for your home, whether it's products for your business, whether it's product for wellness that can help you live a better life and a longer life. Okay, and how do we do that? So 2 simple ways, all right? We show people how to make money or save money just off of products and services, but also what we do is we show you how you can leverage through the compensation plan. Now, how do we do that? 2 ways. First way is residual income, okay? And the other way is called leveraging your time. So what is residual income? Residual income is when you do a job right the first time and you continue to get paid from that one job over and over and over again. Like the music industry. Best example, Michael Jackson, right? The day that Michael Jackson passed away, all the media was saying that they thought that perhaps he didn't have any money. And that may have been true at that particular time, just based on the type of money that he was spending. But however, if you look at his estate now, Michael Jackson is worth well over $650 million in the black. Meaning that what? They're paying Michael Jackson for what he started, not what he finished. And that's how residual income works. And the other way we get paid is called leverage. And how does leverage work? It's when you are able to leverage your time based on helping other individuals to leverage their time. Real simple process. So how do you get started in 5 Links? Real simple. Once you actually become what is called an independent market representative and you actually get qualified, and qualification is real simple, just meaning you getting 8 customer points, at least 1 from each category, 1 from preferred services, 1 from preferred product. And then once you get 8 customer points and you actually get your first representative, meaning they become an independent market representative, you'll produce your first bonus of $50, but it'll also promote you to the first position of trainer. Now, the next thing you want to do is actually get your second independent market representative in your first 30 days as well. Okay, because once you get your second independent market representative and you actually then go and get 7 more customer points. Now, here's the beautiful thing about it. Customer points doesn't mean that you have to get 7 more or 15 individuals. Okay, customer points are any of the services you see on the slide. Some of them are from your home, some of them from your business, some of them from wellness. So you already had 8 points. Now you get an additional 7 points. And as a result, you now have 15 customer points. Now, because you have 2 business partners in your first 30 days, that is going to produce you a check of $1,200. Now, how does this payment work? It means that within the first 10 to 15 days, the first $100 will come to you. And then $100 will be produced to you every single month over the next year, which means that within your first 12 months in 5 Links, you can guarantee now that you done made what? $1,250 just off of you actually building a team. Now, why does this format work so well? Because as you continue to build a team, your team is going to be doing the same thing. They're going to be looking to get themselves in a position where they can build a team. Now, how does that work? So let's say that now that you are an independent marketing representative, and let's just say in the first month, you go out and get 3 business partners and you teach them how to get 20 customer points. And let's say in the second month that the 3 business partners teach 3 and they actually go out and get 20 customer points. That would be 9. Let's say the 9 business partners teach 3, they go out and get 20 customer points. That would be 27. So let's say over a period, let's say 60, 90 days, where you build a team where there's 27, 9, 3, plus yourself. But let's say over those 90 days that half of them do right and the other half don't do absolutely nothing. So let's just say that 20 of them actually go and get 20 billing customers where you get an average commission of 50 cents. Would I produce you a residual check for $200? Is $200 life-changing income? Absolutely not. But statistically, if you Google it, they will say absolutely is. Why? Because the average American don't even make $40,000 a year, which they are now currently saying that the average American is 2 paychecks from being homeless, which tells me that $200 is absolutely, could possibly, for some of the individuals that we know, be life-changing income. But the beautiful thing about our compensation plan, that if you could do it, you could teach it. So what happens when 27 go get 3? It's 81. 81 teach 3 is 243. 243 teach 3 is 729. So now let's say you build a team of 200 business partners, going to get 20 billing customers, getting an average commission of 50 cents. Now we're talking about a $2,000 residual check. Now, understand, we're talking residual income, people, meaning that you're getting paid for something that you start, not what you finish, meaning that if you get sick, you constantly get paid. You don't show up to work, you still get paid. Why is that? Because these are bills and services and wellness products that people need and have to pay every 30 days. So what does that actually mean for you? Let's just say you continue to build your team. Well, now you build a team from 729 actually going to get 3. Where's 2,187? What happened with 2,187 actually go and get 3? It's 6,561. So now let's say you build a team of 2,000 business partners. Well, they're going to get 20 customer points. You're getting an average commission of 50 cents. Now we're talking about a $20,000 residual check. Understand, this income will continue to come into your business whether or not you're working or not, meaning that if you get sick, this money will continue to go on. If for some reason that you pass away in death, this is a willable business, meaning that now your kids will actually be getting paid every month off of something that you started. So as we wait for residual income to actually build, we also have money what we consider right now money. So let's talk about some of our right now money. So here you are. You got started in your first 30 days. You got your 2 business partners and you acquired your 15 customer points and you'll be able to position yourself where you can have $1,250 paid out to you over a period of a year. Now you can prepare yourself for team bonuses, meaning that just at the position right there at executive trainer, which means that you have 2 business partners, you are now in a position every single month where you can earn anywhere from $200 to $2,000, what are called team bonuses, meaning that you could be earning up to $100 per rep. Next position is called executive director, where on the team bonuses, you can earn anywhere from $750 up to $8,000. That means you could be earning up to $300 per rep. Next position is called national director, where you can earn from $2,000 up to $15,000, okay, which is up to $465 per rep. And then there's also senior vice president position where you can earn from $2,000 up to $50,000. That's up to $565 per rep. And these are all the team bonuses that you can qualify any calendar month, okay, from the executive trainer position, from the executive director position, from the national director position, as well as the senior vice president position as well. So let's talk about what happens once you hit senior vice president. See, once you hit senior vice president, what the company do is they give you 5,000 stock options in the company. Then they pay up to $800 on any silver BMW of your choice. Then Global Links product. Anytime anyone in your company, in your organization, get a Global Links product, the company will pay you up to an extra $3. Annual vacation. Anytime you actually qualify and hit the position of senior vice president, the company say, look, we're going to send you on a paid vacation. All right. And I've been with the company 6 years. I've been to Spain, Rome, Italy, France. I've been to the Cayman Islands. I've been to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. I've been to the Bahamas. Everything paid for. They pay for my airfare, my hotel. They even pay for our dinner parties, dinner every single night. So I tell people there is a difference between tripping and vacation. So I always tell the viewers out there, look, it's time for us to stop tripping and start taking a vacation. Then they give you an expense account anywhere from $500 to $1,500, and they base that on your customer production in the company. Now, the next position in the company is called Platinum Senior Vice President. See, once you hit Platinum Senior Vice President, what the company do is they say, go pick out any silver Bentley of your choice, and we'll pay up to $4,000 for that Bentley. Now, this is just a picture of my lovely wife as she's sitting next to our 2014 brand new Bentley Flying Spur. And as well as once you hit Platinum Senior Vice President, the company also give you what is called a Platinum Bonus Pool check. So now let's talk about the Platinum Pool. See, every time someone pays their bill in the company off of select products and services, what the company do is they take a percentage of that bill and they put it into a pool. And then at the end of the year, they split it up among all the Platinum Senior Vice President. You also receive 5,000 stock options from the company, and they also send you on a world vacation with the other Platinum Senior Vice President and the CEOs and the co-founders of the company as well. You also get a ring like the one that's on my finger and a pendant that my wife wears around her neck as well. So let's talk about the next position. The next position is called Diamond Senior Vice President. Once you get Diamond Senior Vice President, what the company do is they give you $300,000 earned position bonus. And then they'll say, look, once you qualify for this position after 1 year, we're going to give you $10,000 monthly lifestyle allowance, meaning that every single month while you're a Diamond Senior Vice President, the company is going to give you $10,000 every single month. So understand, people, this is an opportunity that I'm introducing each one of you viewers that are right here looking at this opportunity. I tell people this is a business. And in a business, you have to be willing to invest. So how do you get started in 5 links? There's 2 ways. One way is called customer representative. The other one is called independent marketing representative. But personally, I only spend time talking about one. And that is what? IMR, independent marketing representative. Because personally, as a CR, you only get paid, you're limited to your abilities to get paid, meaning that you only get paid off of products and services, personal website, future services, and energy. But however, you do not get paid off for leverage. And leverage is the one compensation plan that helps you to earn money even without you being there. It's best to have 1% of 100 than 100% of your own. So at the independent market representative position, this position right here qualify you for everything at the customer representative position, but it also give you customer acquisition bonuses, as well as open line bonuses, as well as a quick start bonus as well. So how does the quick start bonuses work? Real simple. You get involved and you become an independent marketing representative. And if you get your first independent marketing representative in the first 30 days, the company will cut you a $50 check. However, if you actually go out now and you, instead of getting 8 customer points, you go and get 15 customer points and you get 2 independent marketing representatives, the company will pay you additional $1,200. So you can earn up to $1,250 in your first 30 days just from actually a quick start bonus once you get started and producing this within 30 days. Now, the $1,200 will be dispersed out over a 12-month period, but the first $100 will be paid to you immediately. Now, if you help your 2 business partners actually go and get 2 business partners, and you actually go get 1 more on your front line, what the company would do at that particular time is promote you to executive director. Now, they'll allow you 60 days for actually accomplishing this goal, but what the company will do is give you additional $500. Will be paid immediately to you as well, 15 days after the last customer go active. So you could position yourself just from that transaction right there, where you could make $1,750 just in your first year alone in 5 links, which is not even the beginning of our compensation plan, okay? So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we have local meetings that's taking place all across the United States of America. We also have regionals, and we have our international training event. And I tell people, you're really not in 5 links until you attend an international training event. See, I attended an international training event just to take a look at 5 links. And all because of that international training event, 132 days later, I was promoted to the position of Senior Vice President, where you receive the BMW. Now, also you'll get, once you get started, is your personal website. So we have a service called Platinum Services, which is mandatory from my standpoint that you definitely need to have, okay? And the reason why is because Platinum Service is the one tool that will give you all the access that you need to all the business and all the leaders, 5 Links Television, as well as 5 Links University. Now, what is 5 Links University? See, there are modules that will show you how to become an executive trainer, how to become executive director, how to become a national director, how to become a senior vice president, and it will also show you how to learn the compensation plan, okay? Then you also have access to business reporting, meaning that every time a customer or a business partner come to your organization, you're able to see real time when that business partner or customer comes in. No matter how often I present this information, what I found out is there's 3 types of people. Now, let's talk about number 3. Number 3 is a person say, you know what? 5 links is not for me. And let me just first of all speak to you and just say thank you for coming out, because you could have been doing anything else other than viewing this information. But when all my traveling, I only found 2 reasons why a person would be a number 3. Now, here's a number 1 reason that keep popping up all across the United States of America when we get to the money part. See, if you've been working a job for over 5 years and you're over 18 years old, and this is not to offend any viewers that's out there, but one thing I would say that if that is you, working a job for over 5 years and over 18 years old, and you do not have $249, then let's just be honest. That just means that that job is not what? Working. My only question is, if it's not 5 links, you tell me what? If it's not now, you tell me when. And if it only takes one person to change all the income and generational wealth that's happening to your household, then why not you? Now, the second person that's number 3 is a person that was more like me. My biggest issue is I just didn't have time. And so as this opportunity was brought to me, my best friend, double platinum senior vice president Marshall Forson, he said, well, Frank, what are you working so hard for? Because my biggest problem was I was already working from 6 in the morning and I was working to 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And if you're a business owner, you would appreciate what I'm about to tell you. Don't you know that business owners, that when the secretary don't show up, they usually become the secretary? When the janitor don't show up, I became the janitor, which means that I was working from 6 in the morning to 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But the problem was I was building all this for my family, but I found out my family didn't want my money. My family wanted my time. So as much as I said time was the issue, it was more time that I was lacking and more time that I needed. So as a result, you know, he said to me, what are you working hard for? I said, I'm working hard for my wife and me and Nicole, our 6 kids. And then one thing he said to me that really stuck to me, he said that, look, if something was to happen to you, how fast would it happen to them? And to see, that was my aha moment. So I'm telling the viewers out here, I want you to understand one thing. If nothing else, catch this. So listen, wealthy people, they don't get an extra hour, and poor people, they not short one. See, we all share in the same 24-hour clock. So only thing I'm telling you is that I found out that it wasn't a lack of time that I was lacking. It was more of a lack of direction. So I'm telling you right now, as a result, I live full-time and work part-time, if that makes sense to you. And then it's that number 2 person. And that number 2 person say, look, I'm ready to get started, but the only thing is I have questions. And perhaps even a number 2 may be a little skeptical even after knowing all the credibility that the company has. So first of all, if you're a number 2, I want you to ensure you that there are people that are standing by waiting to get all your questions answered. See, my wife, she was a number 2. She was very skeptical. But however, once my wife got her questions answered, she was my first representative. And today, my wife is a senior vice president here with this awesome company, independent of my own position. So I'm telling you that it's okay to be skeptical, but what's not okay is to be skeptical and broke. And nevertheless is that, listen, get your questions answered by the people who truly, truly can answer the questions. Doesn't leave here and go ask somebody else that never been involved with 5 links, never making any money in 5 links. Because remember, when you ask somebody opinion, you also buy their lifestyle as well. So we ask you, get your questions answered. We got people ready. We got executive trainers ready. We got executive directors that are ready. We got national directors that are ready. Senior vice president, platinums, and double platinums are standing by the phone waiting for a 3-way call where you can get all your questions answered. Just don't leave this line right here, leave viewing this, and do not get your questions answered. And then it's that number 1 person. And the one thing I say to that number 1 person is, welcome to 5 links. And I want to tell you that I'm excited for giving this business overview. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, and we look forward for you to build your business, and I will see you on the beaches of the world. And this is double platinum senior vice president, advisory council member, $1 million earner of 5 links, Frank Kimbrough. Thank you.